Listen, do you know this moment when you get pulled into a situation where you kind of have to be someone you're not? And you're kind of forced into it, and you know that it's wrong for you. You know, that's that feeling, like you're kind of wrestling with yourself. Like, should I say what I really think? Should I say what I really feel? Or am I even right? I think that's what we do, us, being survivors. Because when you've been through trauma, when you had life it's been just turned upside down and inside out, and you're living with the impact of just being messed up, and your mental health, and nobody really gets what you're going through, it's so much harder for us to be authentic and true to ourselves. And I think that's hard. Even on the level, I was in a group the other day, and we were having this conversation as a group, right? About whether kind of these two choices, right? It was like, is it more important to be in the moment and to live in this moment today? Or is life more about looking at the future and kind of wanting more from life? And everyone was sharing their experience and their thoughts, and I guess the way it was leaning, and the way the way the question and the whole discussion was framed, was that we should kind of just live in the moment. And I was sitting, I was listening to these diverse perspectives, and I felt that this wasn't wrong. I felt like I don't want to choose either, because I feel that it's both. And that's what I said. I said I'm choosing both. I want to live in the moment, because because I've been through rape as a child. I've been through cancer. I've been through a whole bunch of things that I wish I hadn't, in my life. So to me, being in the moment, it's hard. It's hard. I have to work on that every single day, really real, in the moment. It's a struggle sometimes. So, because most of the time I was in my head and freaking out and panicking and finding it difficult. But I know the true value of being in the moment. I think being in the moment, for me, it's about healing. It's about moving towards healing, that healing journey. So I want that. But I also want the future. I really believe that we should be wanting more from life. Especially people like you and me who know what the struggle is like. We know this. We don't have to be, reading about it in a book. We know what it's like. And yet we constantly are told or forced to pull back. We are told to be in a place where we have to just know your place. Just be happy with what you have. No, I'm saying put that aside. I'm saying we got to be able to put that aside, and we got to go for our dreams. We got to think about the future. We got to dream about the future. We got to have ambitions and thoughts and things that just inspire us and pull us forward. Pull us forward towards the things that you want, towards the things that you love, towards the things that are fun for you, towards the things that are going to give you that sense of, just aliveness and being excited, right? That's what gives us that something to look forward to. So that's why I think these both things are what we should be striving for. And you know what? It felt so right for me to be speaking this truth. Because I'm not out here to convince anyone, but in that group, I felt that I had to speak up for what was right for me. Not because I needed to influence anyone or, but I wanted to share my perspective, share my truth. And I think that's so vital for us as survivors, as people who care for someone who's been through things, as a loved one or someone who's been through stuff. It is so vital that we cherish and trust our own voice. Like, what do you really believe in inside of you? Because sometimes it's so tough to be seen for who you are, to be heard, to be accepted, to share your truth in whatever way that is, whether it's your true thoughts, your true feelings. It is so necessary. But beyond that, I think that takes courage, my friend, because when you do that, and I want to just say this, that every single time that you speak your truth, you say what you really believe in inside, that's courage. I want to remind you that you are being courageous. Whether that's in a conversation with your boss, whether that's in a conversation with your spouse, whether that's talking to a friend. But every single time you speak your truth, how you feel, what you think, what you believe in, that takes courage. After everything that you've been through, you are enough, and you deserve to be happy, my friend. You deserve that. And that's, by the way, that's why I do this podcast. That's why I wrote this book, Finding Hope in Times of Uncertainty, a guide to thriving in the challenging world of today. That's why I coach people one-on-one. Because I believe that we all, especially those whose flow of experience has been interrupted by trauma, we deserve 100% to be happy. And happiness to me is, it comes down to these three simple things. It comes down to feeling that you belong in this life. That you feel, that you know that you're not alone. That's why I want to thank you for being here. Because this right here, every single time you listen to my podcast, every single time if you read my book, if you work with me one-on-one, I am always reminding you that you are not alone and that you belong. And the more the voices that you can hear throughout your day, the more that you can connect with this whole thing of not being alone. That even though all our journeys are unique, and yours is absolutely unique to you, and yet the struggles, that's what we share. That's what unites us. And that sense of belonging, that's what makes us happy. It makes us happy being in this moment today, but also how we think about the future, right? It's not only, it's right now, but it's where we want to be going. We want to be with people that make you feel that you belong. You want to be doing things that make you feel like you belong. And sometimes that takes change. Sometimes it doesn't mean that you should hate your life right now. We should absolutely immerse ourselves in what we're doing and look for that belonging today, but also look for opportunities to align our life towards feeling that you belong. Right? Because that's one of the things that I work through with my clients is how do you align your life, especially if you've been touched by trauma, to get that sense that you belong. It's so vital. So vital to just feeling happy. I think it's crucial. It is everything. So that's first. Belong. First of three things. The second thing I believe is crucial. It is that sense of purpose. And to me, purpose is huge, because purpose, it's all about, it's all about that sense of, going in the right direction, having something that you're passionate about each day, something that you aspire to. Maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a goal, maybe it's a desire. Maybe it's wanting to achieve something. Maybe it's wanting to start something. Maybe it's wanting to be a person of values. Maybe it's to be a great friend, a friend that other people are proud of. Maybe it's to be a great parent. Maybe it's to be a great spouse. Maybe it is to be someone in the community that people look up to with respect. Maybe it's just to be a person of service to the world. Whatever that is for you, I think it's so vital to have that sense of purpose. That's what I always talk to in my coaching. How do we get that sense of purpose? And that doesn't mean it's doing it in some grand tasks, but having a life each day that has a sense of meaning, that has a sense of direction, that has that sense of intention towards doing something that is meaningful to you. We are creating meaning in our lives. That was so vital to feeling happy, right? That's what it's all about. It's vital to us feeling happy in our lives. And third, last but not least, what makes us happy is feeling alive. Feeling alive, my friend. Oh, that's huge. And alive, that's what happens in the moment that we live our life. We want to find more ways to bring yourself into a place where you feel that you're doing something like that's just that sense of just aliveness, of being in the moment, of being just present in what you're doing. That takes work. That ain't easy. Not for people like you and me. It's hard because we got so many things to work against. We have so many things to work through. To be dealing with difficulty and struggles. That's why the healing journey is on. Right? That's why the healing journey, I love the idea of a healing journey, because it means that we don't have to be perfect. It means that we can go and figure things out. We don't have to have all the answers. We don't have to have the perfect day. And sometimes feeling alive doesn't mean that you're like bursting with joy every single second. I'm not saying that at all. Sometimes being alive is it's being on the edge of your experience. Sometimes that's just feeling like you're just trying to make things work. You're trying things, and some of them are failing, and some of them might be working. Like, that's what it is. That's what aliveness is. It isn't always just like floating around as some beautiful butterfly. It's about trying. It's about figuring things out. You can do this. If there is anything, I'm here to tell you, my friend. Because I'm here. I am your champion. I'm your true supporter. I always say this whenever I speak, whenever I work with my coaching clients, whenever I talk to my family. I'm always saying you're capable of so much more than you think. We all are. Aren't we all capable of so much more than what we think? We just gotta trust ourselves. Trust yourself that you deserve. Trust yourself to be happy. Trust that you can figure things out. That you can find your way in this moment today. And aspire towards the future. You deserve both. And every single time that you seek answers, that you seek to ask the right questions to get the answers. Every single time you share your true thoughts, every single time you share your truth, your feelings, what you believe in, what's real for you, every single time you do that, you're showing your courage. And you keep adding to that sense of self, that sense of your true self. You're letting it out. You're letting it shine in the world so that people see you for who you really are. An incredible person who deserves true happiness. Not just far away in the future, but right now, today. Looking towards life as something that's going to bring you joy, that's going to bring you a sense of calm, that's going to help you have clarity. You can figure this out. Trust yourself, my friend. You can do this. Trust yourself. You deserve to be happy. Thank you for being here. And if you want to find out more about my coaching program, it's called Clarity First. And you can find out more at my website, powertobehappy.com. And click on the Clarity First link to find out more, whether it's something that is right for you in your life right now. Thank you for being here, my friend.